Hello everyone, my name is Pearl
And my name is Isha.
and we are students of PGDM Retail Management from Wellingham Institute of Management. And today we are going to crack the Novartis case study. So let's begin.
Have you ever wondered if a pharmaceutical company could triple its revenue in just 4 years, that too without launching a breakthrough drug?
So it was exactly the challenge that Novartis had to face. The Retinoblastoma unit in Europe had an annual revenue of $200 million and a goal to achieve $600 million. That gap was to be achieved in just 4 years.
And this is a real MBA case study. This blends strategy, data, and decision making under uncertainty.
So in this video, we are going to break it all down. The revenue cap, the strategic frameworks used, and the three-pronged situation that helped Novartis get out of this challenge and grow its engine.
Let's dive into the case. Novartis Retinoblastoma R&D unit is currently bringing around $200 million in annual revenue from Europe. Sounds decent, but here's the curveball. They have been tasked with tripling that revenue to $600 million in just 4 years. Now, this isn't about just adding few thousand reps in and also pouring some $1 billion in marketing. There's only one lever: a limited drug pipeline.
So here's what the pipeline looks like. Two drugs are in phase 3 with an advance rate of 60% success, and 5 more drugs are in phase 2 which with each has a success rate of 40%. That means there's a 40% chance that the drug will be successful. So when you calculate the expected value from all of the drugs, even with the optimistic chance and the higher possibility, we can see an additional revenue of $175 million. That is the maximum. So if we lay down all the facts, we have annual revenue of $200 million, an additional pipeline of $175 million, which adds up to $375 million. So now, to achieve our goal of $600 million revenue, we have to fill a gap of approximately $225 million. So, how do we approach a problem like this? So, we relied on 3 core frameworks and to analyze and build solution on that. The first one is the growth strategy matrix, which is also known as the ANSOF matrix. It gives us 4 target strategies: market penetration, market development, product development, and diversification. So we looked at both organic and inorganic growth. Organic means relying on our internal capabilities like launching new indicators or expanding into new geographies. Inorganic involves acquisition, partnerships, or licensing.
Second, we used a quantitative gap analysis. Target revenue was $600 million. Then the drugs in the pipeline were $175 million, and let's subtract the current revenue, which is $200 million. So there is a shortfall of around $225 million. But it's not just a number. That $225 million gap represents a strategic urgency. It's the difference between ambition and reality. Third, we applied a new product lens. This evaluates 3 things. First is risk, second is readiness, and third is revenue timing.
So that has been a problem. So now let's talk about the solutions. If our pipeline alone won't cut it, we have to explore more options. The lever 1, which is the inorganic growth. Novartis could look into acquiring companies which already have drugs in their hand, already in phase 3 or approved clinically by the industry. So this gives us 2 advantages: the faster revenue and less expense in R&D, which reduces our capital. In other words, we buy time and certainty.
The lever number 2 is new indication for existing drugs. What if the drugs being developed for retinoblastoma could also treat related diseases, conditions like age-related macular degeneration, then diabetic retinopathy, or rare ocular genetic disorders? By repurposing these drugs for new indications, Novartis can unlock multiple revenue streams from the same R&D investment.
So now talking about the lever 3, which is the geographic expansion. So even within Europe, Novartis market share isn't maxed out. There are some untapped areas in the Eastern Europe market where Novartis can approach the public health systems and see the underserved countries by tapping into the untapped potential that is in the market. By customizing their pricing, distribution, and partnership, Novartis could scale the drugs and increase the revenue in these regions without any new product development.
So let's recap. First was acquisition, second was repurposing the drugs for new indications, then third was expanding to new geographies.
Correct.
Together, these three levers form a powerful solution strategy that can close the 225 million revenue gap. This case reminds us that the strong R&D pipeline isn't enough in isolation. Strategic growth is about diversification, speed, and execution.
Exactly. So the real world doesn't wait for you to complete your clinical trials or wait years for your drugs to be completed. You need strategies that balance innovation and the business needs of the company and the market.
And another acquisitions aren't always a sign of weakness. Sometimes they are the smartest way to hedge long timelines and hit revenue goals.
And the best part is the lessons aren't just for pharma. Whether you are in tech, FMCG, consulting, frameworks like gap analysis and growth strategy help you to think clearly under pressure and make strategies that will be helpful for you.
So thanks for sticking around for this deep dive into Novartis growth puzzle. If you found it helpful,
Don't forget to hit like, share and subscribe this video and tell your MBA peers that these case studies are a way to deep dive into how the world works.
and here's a question for you. If you were in Novartis shoes, how would you close the $225 million gap?
So answer this comment and drop your thoughts in the comment sections. We read every single one. Thank you for your time and be ready for more case studies coming your way.
Thank you.